friends, from very long time we are discussing about the electric field. We have seen so many topics which are related to this. The topics, the links are already given in description box, so you can go through with that. This is the first chapter of your class 12 physics. What we have covered electric field due to point charge, due to multiple charges, and Gauss theorem, application of Gauss theorem. All these topics we have already covered. Now today we will see the electric dipole. Through name this term dipole, you can easily understand there is two poles. Suppose we have two charges, one is plus q, another one is minus q, and they are placed in some region, that is electric field region, and they are separated with some distance, that is 2l, and this will be the axis center point between two charges, so it will divide equally, that is L and L. So what will be the dipole? Dipole is the separation of two charges with some small distance. So what we can say, separation of two charges with some distance, some small distance, is called electric dipole. So it is electric dipole, so it has some strength, and the strength will define by the term that is called electric dipole moment. This is the term which will define the strength of this dipole. So we denote it by P. Simply we have two charge, one is positive Q, another one is minus Q. If it is 4 positive 4 coulomb, so it will be minus 4 coulomb. Okay, so the magnitude will be the same. So we simply take charge here, that is Q, and the distance, we simply multiply the charge with the distance, that is 2L. So it will become 2QL. This is the electric dipole moment. Okay. Now the SI unit of this, we know the unit of charge, that is coulomb, and unit of length, that is meter. So the SI unit will be coulomb meter. Okay, just note it down, and we will see the electric field due to electric dipole. Take a screenshot. Now we will see electric field due to electric dipole of axial line. We know that that is negative Q charge, that is positive Q charge, both are different, and they are placed with some distance, that is 2L. This is origin. It always divided in equal parts, that is L and L. Okay, now what is axial line? This is the point of any line where the charge is placed. It has some axis. Suppose this, if we take in this direction, that it has been the x-axis, this will be y-axis, this will be z-axis. Now from point Q charge, we are taking axis in x direction, in x-axis, and we are taking any point P and placing a test charge Q naught and measuring that distance Q naught, the charge from this point to this point, that is R. Okay, is that clear? Now we know that all charges having different electric field, they will apply a different electric field, and net electric field will be the summation of all electric field, the vector sum of all electric field. Now because of this charge, what will happen? From this point Q, this is positive Q, it will apply, and this is also Q naught, and the test charge is also positive. So the both charge are similar. So what will happen? It will ripple like this. So the strength of electric field in this direction, we are taking it E1. Now in this direction, this is Q naught and this is minus Q. Now what will happen? This is negative, this is positive. The charge will get attracted towards this. So the strength will be in this direction and we are taking it E2. Okay, this is the strength in this direction, that is electric field strength. That is E1 because of positive Q and E2 because of negative Q. Now net charge will be, we are taking it, sorry, net electric field that will be E. It has direction. All charges which are applying the electric field, they have direction. Okay, so this will be E1, this will be E2. Now if we will see E1, then the distance from the both charges short, and we know the relation E is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. E always inversely proportional to 1 by r square. So if the distance is short, then E will be more. E has a large value. If distance is large, then E has a less value. So in this context, we know that if it has a short distance, then E1 is greater than E2. Because E2 has large distance from minus Q to Q naught, the distance is large. So E2 will be less than E1. So the strength will always come in which direction? In this direction. The total strength of electric field is this. So we will get E1 minus E2 simply. Now we will put the values for E1. We know this. Q simply 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. What will be the distance? From this point to this point, the distance is, from this point to this point is distance is r, right? But we need the distance from this point to this point. So this will be r, and this distance we know that is L. So we will simply simply subtract this distance from this distance. That will be r minus L. This will be r minus L square. Now E2, the value will be same, Q 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and now the distance will be from minus Q to Q naught. This distance we know that L, and from this origin to this origin we know the distance is L, and from this point to this point the distance is r. So the total distance will be L plus r. So it will become r plus L square. The both E1, E2 we have found here. Now we will find the net E. Just note it down. I'm writing here. Just see here. E equal to E1. The value of E1 is Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught L r minus L square minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r plus L square. It is clear? Now Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught are common in both terms, so we will simply take it outside the bracket. That will be Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and it will become 1 by r minus L square minus 1 by r plus L square. It is clear? Now I'm going to rub this. If we will calculate simple mathematical calculation, that will be q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here we will take the LCM of both, that will become r minus L square r plus L square, the whole square. Now this r plus L will come here, r plus L square minus r minus L square. Simply we have taken LCM and we get this. If we will divide this term from r minus L square, what we will it will become r. We will get r plus L square. We simply multiply with this one, and then again we will divide this term with r plus L square. Then we will get r minus L square, and we simply multiply with 1. Then it will become r minus L square. In here we will get. Now we will simply solve it. That will be q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. We just open it by formula, that is r square plus L square. This is the formula of a plus b square, the whole square of the a plus b, that will be r square plus L square plus 2rl, and then again it will, if we will open it, that will become minus r square minus L square, and then minus will become plus, that will become plus 2rl. And here this is, we can take it the whole square like r minus L, r plus L, and we can take the whole square, that is the square, because the base are different and powers are similar. So by the exponent properties, we can write it like this. So it will become q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r minus r square minus r square L square minus L square. These terms will be cancelled out. Then we will get 4rl 4r L upon, now it is, you are seeing the formula of a square minus b square. If we will open the a square minus b square, we will get a minus b, a plus b. So it will be the simply formula of r minus r square minus L square. We can write it like this. Now again we are rubbing it. So simply E will become q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This 4 RL and this term, if we will break this 4 RL into 2, that 2 into 2, we can write it like this. And in the bracket r square minus L square, the whole power is square. Now this 2ql is the formula of electric dipole moment. So we simply put it P 2pr, because the value of P is 2ql, and from this 2ql will become P, and simply we will get 2rp upon r square minus L square. This is the net electric field because of, due to dipole or axial line. Now there is one condition. Suppose for a small dipole, we are talking about a small dipole. So what will happen? That L will become very, very less than R. Sorry, L will become very less than R. So simply it will get neglected. So in the place of L we will put 0. So the electric field will become 2pr upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this will become 0. So simply that will r square to the power square and this will become 2pr upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this will be r is r to the power 4, and 1 r will be cancelled out with the r. 1 r will be cancelled out, so it will become 2p upon 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. This is the E for the small dipole, where L will be get neglected. So we will get this term, and with the L we will get the whole electric field, net electric field is. Now electric field due to dipole on equatorial line. Before this we have just seen on axial line. Now we will see in equatorial line. So what is equatorial line? Suppose this is the line. Here charge plus Q is placed. Sorry, minus Q is placed. Here plus Q is placed. Okay. And this is the center of the line. We are marking O. From this center, we will draw a perpendicular like this. So this point, from this point, the line which we have drawn, and that will drawn from the center, and that will be perpendicular. This is the equatorial line. Okay. Now we will simply join these points. Suppose this is P, and one point charge Q naught is lying in this point. We are marking that. Okay, the both line we have joined. There will be some angle they will make. We know this distance is L, and the whole distance is 2L. Suppose from point O to P, we are taking distance R. Now because of minus Q and or this point charge, the direction of electric field will be in this direction. Because this is positive, this is negative, it will get attracted. So we are marking simply E1. Because of this positive Q charge, and this is also positive, they will get repelled to each other, and then direction will be in this direction. That will be E2. Okay. This is E1, this is E2. So this will be the resultant, the intensity, the total intensity, electric field intensity will be the vector sum, and that will be the resultant of the both charges E1, E2, and we are taking it E, that is the resultant. Now just see, this is the point minus Q, this is the point plus Q. Because of this, the applying field is E1, because of this, the applied field is E2. Is this distance is similar for both charges? Just let's see. If we are considering this triangle, this is the triangle, right angle triangle. So for right angle triangle, it will work as a base, it will work as a perpendicular, and it is hypotenuse. So simply applying the Pythagoras theorem, we will get the value of hypotenuse. That will be h square equal to L square plus R square, and then h equal to L plus R. For this triangle, it is also right angle triangle. So we will apply Pythagoras theorem in here. Suppose this is theta, this is theta. So for this, hypotenuse will be L square, because this is L, this is R, plus R square. So hypotenuse is same in both cases. This measurement L square plus R square, and this measurement is L square plus R square. So the distance is same, charges are same. So obviously electric field will be the same for both. So it will E1 equal to E2. Is that clear? Because the distance are similar, charges are similar. Now from this point, what we will do? We will take the components by component method. For x-axis, we will get component, and in this direction the component will be E1 cos theta because of E1, and because of E2 that will be E2 cos theta. And in this axis the component will be E2 sin theta because of E2, and in this it will be E1 sin theta. Now E1 is equal to E2, so in this axis the both component are similar but in opposite direction. One is upward direction and one is applying in a downward direction, so they both component will be cancelled out in this axis, and in this axis we will just get the component of the both electric field, that will be E1 cos theta and E2 cos theta. So the net electric field will be equal to E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. Now E1 E2 is similar, again we can write it 2E1 cos theta, because whatever the value of E1 that will be the value of E2, and what is the value, just write it here. For E1 this is the Q, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon, and distance is L square plus R square under root. So this will be L square plus R square in the root and the whole square. Then it will become Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. The root will be removed because of this square, so we will get L square plus R square. Simply this is the value of E1. Now we will put it here. That will E equal to 2Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught L square plus R square in the bracket and cos theta. Now we will find the value of cos theta. This is this is right angle triangle. If it is theta, so this will be theta, this will be theta because of this. So by this theorem we can again find out the value of cos theta with the help of trigonometric concept. Cos theta is, by trigonometric, base upon hypotenuse, and here base is L is base, and hypotenuse is L square root over L square plus R square. Okay, now we get the value of cos theta. We simply put here. I'm rubbing it, otherwise it will be not clear. Equal to 2Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught L square plus R square, and now value of the cos theta is L upon L square plus R square in the root. Now here it will become 2QL upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this will be like this, L square plus R square, and this will be L square plus R square to the power 1 by 2. We can write it like this. Now this 2QL will be the formula of P. It's a dipole moment, so we simply put the value, we simply put here P upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this L square plus R square, the base are similar, so power will get added and we will get L square plus R square to the power 3 by 2. Okay, this is the one condition. This is the expression for electric field because of equatorial line. Okay, very simple. Just take a screenshot, and there is one case. What is the electric field? P upon 4 pi epsilon naught L square plus R square to the power 3 by 2 for the equatorial line. Now the condition is now for a small dipole, L will become very less to R, so L will get neglected, so we simply consider it 0. We will put the value that will be P upon 4 pi epsilon naught. In the place of L we will put 0, so it will become 0, so R, we will get R square simply to the power 3 by 2. This 2 will be cancelled out by the property of exponent. So this simply we will get E equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. This is the electric field because of equatorial line due to dipole. Now just see this equation and the equation which we have already found for the axial line, the dipole, the electric field due to dipole on axial line. For the axial line, the expression was E equal to T2P upon 4 pi epsilon naught R cube. This is for equatorial, this is for axial. So here you can see E axial can be 2 times of E equatorial. So this is the simple relation. By this relation you can easily understand and easily remember this formula, because in numerical also this formula is very important. So you should understand and remember all those formula, all those derivation which we have already done in this chapter. Okay, and if you like this video, please like, share, comment. We really need your subscription also, so please subscribe my channel.